BG Dollars is back for another one, and today we're discussing, is it the time to start buying? Obviously, there's some devastation in stocks right now. The markets are crashing, and when are we going to get in? You know, of course, we don't want to miss a rally, let's say, if that were to happen. And I'm going to give you my thoughts, and we're going to go through some other technicalities in the markets as well. So please do stick around. Obviously, hit the subscribe, leave a like. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's try and make it happen, people. All right? Yeah, let's get cracking. This is the S&P 500 on a daily time frame. If we go out into a week's one, we'll have a better little look as well. Let me just zoom forward a little bit. Right, so this is the weekly time frame. This was 2020, obviously the COVID crash, boom, markets crashed like a rock, you know. It's never really been seen that quick of a drop. That's what I mean, that only represented 2 weeks. So yeah, anyway, markets recovered, boom. Big boom period after COVID, obviously, and now we're starting to drop, and we're dropping quite quickly. This was in January, 20th December, 3rd of Jan. So up here we started off at the year, and boom, we've just been getting hammered. Of course, if we zoom in a little bit more, I'll go on to the daily time frame. Now we can get a bit of a better gist of what's going on. This is the trend line. So obviously we had a bounce here, we had a bounce here, we had a bounce here. This is when I bought, and now I'll put on my YouTube video, am I all in the markets? Let's just quickly have a little listen to what I said. And I invested in them on Thursday because I think the markets will come up a bit. I think they're too oversold right now. They're too oversold, and I think they'll bounce back. And I think we're going to have a 2 to 3 month rally. First reason why I think that will happen is because so there we are, just about the markets rallied, and that was published on the 4th of July 2022. Now I did mention a 2 to 3 month rally. That didn't quite happen, did it? But we did get a bounce. Here's June. Here's July. Why did I say the market's going to rally? Because it hit the trend line. So I knew, look, markets are going to actually bounce. They bounce off the trend line. That's just what they do. Look, boom, hit a trend line, bounced off. Hit the trend line, bounced off. So I knew, right, early July, they hit the trend line, so they're going to bounce off. So I bought, boom. Market shot up. About a month and a half later, like 15th, 16th of August. So a month and a half market rally we did have. And I made some good investments and good money on that rally. I then shorted at this black line because, again, look, bounced off this black line. We hit it, we bounced back down. So I did actually short the market here. When I say short, I mean think the market's going to go down, put some sell positions on, make money if the market starts going down. Now I put some short positions on here, and obviously it broke through the line, carried on going. Now I was getting a bit nervous, however I thought, you know what, let's stick it out. I still think the market has had a decent rally, let's sell. So I put a sell position here, and boom, now where we are, we're down here, so I'm in the money on my shorts as well. So I am, of course, loving life, you know, when the market's going down, that is me making big money. But let me just take you through some of the companies. Look, so right now, S&P 500, we did take out the low in June. We got a new low this week. However, we finished off a bit higher. Do I think this could be a double bottom? Market start rallying? I'm not too sure. I would not make a money move bet on that. So I'm just going to leave it. You know, if we're not too sure where the market could be heading, we don't make a position. It's okay not to trade. You know, you don't have to be in or shorting or buying at any point. You know, you can just be waiting it out and have cash available. I think there's a chance the markets go down. I think there's a chance that the markets do rally as a double bottom and we start to come back up again. I'm not too sure yet. We'll have to see it play out how it goes. That's why I'm saying I'm not making a position. I've got cash waiting available until it hits a line or it hits where I think the market could bounce or move, and that's when I get in. So, but at the moment, obviously, I'm still short on this black line. Could take a little bit of profits here if I do think the market's going to bounce, or I'm going to see how next week plays out. Of course, I'll be keeping you updated. Anyway, if we have a look at Meta. Now, this is Meta. Obviously, Facebook changed its name. Look at where we are in Meta. Obviously, the S&P 500 at the June lows. The June lows for Facebook were here. Boom, we've taken them out. We're at the COVID lows, March 2020. For Facebook, big company. This is huge. That's what I mean. Look, we really have dropped off massively. More than what we've done in the S&P 500. We've dropped off really quite a few. Look, 20th of March 2017. If you bought Facebook on the 22nd of March 2017, you would be down right now. That's 5 years later. Over 5 years, you're down on investment. This is why I'm saying, look, when is the time to buy? That's a huge drop for Facebook. A very big drop for Facebook. Look at that. We were up at 380 on the 22nd of September, and now we're at 140. Over half dropped. We're down at the COVID lows where we were. We're down back to 2017 levels on stocks, which is where I'm kind of tempted to buy in. I'm not too sure. The thing is, it's not looking great economically wise. However, I think Facebook as a company is just undervalued at this sort of level. But stocks are just getting hammered because the economy isn't looking very great. I don't think the US economy is looking great. However, I do think that the stock is undervalued. So it's one of them ones where if the economy don't look great, the stocks will just keep going down and down, I think. So I don't want to get into it just yet, but that is a very tempting offer. The bottom of the COVID crash, 2017 levels were trading for Facebook. I want to just have a quick look at Nvidia as well. Now, again, look, we are trading. This was the 2020 March drop, so we're trading a lot higher for Nvidia. But again, we've come off massively, and it's getting to the stage where, look, we've got support levels. We could see a bounce here for Nvidia. Maybe just a 10, 15, 20% gain, just come back up to this level and then maybe carry on down. Who knows? You know, it could be a little bounce and then it come down. And then if we can catch a little 5, 10% move in the stock, short period, that's very good and I'm happy. Let's have a little look at some oil companies. I'm going to start off with Occidental, which is still actually doing reasonably well, although they are starting to come down, aren't they? This is Occidental. It started dropping massively, let's say, late August. And yeah, we're trading here now. If we actually have a look at the oil chart itself, then yeah, look at that. Crude oil, we're down below $80. Do I see oil making a bounce? Do I see this trend continuing? I think I see this trend continuing. I think we're going to see a 70, 60 buck oil. I think we'll bounce off this level right here, 65, like, boom, we bounced off it there. We bounced off it here. It's been the height of this one, We bounced off it here, we bounced off it here, the 64, 65 level. So I think that is where I potentially buy oil at the 65 level. If I mark it with a ruler, let's have a little look, see. Boom, let's go there. Look, that top there is the top there, bottom there, bottom there, top there. That's a potential buy zone for oil, where we could have a little rally. $65 for oil, crude oil. Keep that one in the books. Let's have a little look at the NAS, the NASDAQ, obviously, US 100. This is where we're looking at. Again, this was the trend line I drew. Late June, early July, boom, that's when I got into the markets because I saw we bounced off this trend line. Now, if we extend this trend line ahead, possibly if we get down to this line again at these levels, I might be entering the market, buying in some risk-on positions. However, look, we hit it perfectly again. If we bounce up, hit the top line, I'm going to be selling. I think the NASDAQ is going to be getting slaughtered over the next couple of years, as with the S&P 500, as with all sorts of stocks, which is why I don't want to buy Facebook. Obviously, if we have a look at Microsoft as well, oh, is it not MSoft? It's something like that. MSFT. Yeah, there we are. Right. Here we are. Microsoft is relatively down, 20th September. It's taken out the June lows. We are lower than the June lows of the year. And yeah, it's just general, look, all stocks have been trading downwards. However, Microsoft isn't that low. If we have a look at Apple as well, Apple's always a good one to have a little look. As I said, look, we're just going to go through some of the stocks, my thoughts, my thought processes. Again, look, this was obviously a chart that I've drawn. This is obviously a black line that I've drawn. Whether I think we come down to this level, yes, I might buy Apple here at the 138s. I'm not looking to buy it right now because it's not at a point where I think it's going to change. Obviously around here it had a little zip up. That could have been a little 10% move, actually a 5%, 153 to 162. Yeah, just over 5% move. So that's an all right if you did catch that one right at the bottom of this sort of area. Again, the black line is where I'd be buying Apple if I was waiting at 138. Now, all I'm going to say is stocks I don't think are going to do very well. Actually, Costco is a shout. Let's have a little look at Costco. Oh, I'll do costs then. There must be that. Yeah. Right. 466 is not a bad shout for Costco either. However, it's still quite far away. May lows for Costco. I would love to see a Costco under $400. If it goes under $400, that is one that I want to watch out for, want to buy. Very good company, I think, Costco. Very long-term growth. Look, it's just performed very well and still holding up quite well. If you think about it, look at Meta and look at Costco. Costco like that, Meta like that, exactly. Meta hasn't held up very well at all. We're down to 2017 lows. On Costco, we're only down to September 2021, which ain't that bad at all. So yeah, Costco is a company that I like because it's quite resistant. It's quite resistant to downward sort of trajectory, so I like that one. As I said, look, Facebook, very, very low at this point. Am I going to be buying stocks? Probably not, because the US economy in the future years, don't think it's going to do very well. So I think stocks will continue going down. I've obviously got shorts on the go. Going to keep them on the go. I've got natural gas short as well. If we have a quick look at natural gas, I've got a natural gas short. Shorted it around here, around the $9 mark, around $9, $10. So I'm doing very well on that one. I think I'm up about 25, 30% on that, because it is leverage. It's a leverage position, but I didn't put too much money in. I think there's a chance that this one goes back up during winter. Why? Well, of course, people are going to have their heatings on. I think Putin's going to turn off the taps during the winter as well. So it's one of them ones where I think this one could bounce. I don't know if I want to buy it at this level, though. I don't know if I want to buy it. I don't know if I want to sell it. I've got a short position on it. Not a huge amount of money, though, either. Maybe if we get towards this trend line, I'll be buying it. As I said, look, we've had one bounce, two bounce, we had the third bounce on there. So if we come down to those sorts of levels, then yeah, I might like the look of natural gas and put in a little buy, especially over this winter. But at the moment, leaving it alone. That's what I'm doing most stocks. I've got cash available, capital ready. Shouldn't say money, I should say capital. Money is, oh, you've got money. Capital is ready to invest. Okay, if you say you've got capital, then you've got money that's ready to invest, only using it for investments. So I've got capital behind me already and waiting. So yeah, I'm just going to see how it goes. Got some shorts on, as I said, making big money. Some of the stocks, I'm kind of liking them. Potentially risk on period coming up. I think the market could move. As I said, I normally go by the SP 500 to what positions I want to get on. That is how it looks. Potentially a double bottom, come up, or we carry on going lower. Maybe I want to buy at this sort of level, or maybe a little bit less. So I don't know, the 353 right here marked on this line is good. So yeah, I could be buying at this level. Who knows? Anyway, that's been BG Dollars over and out. I just wanted to go through some positions, my thoughts on the markets. Thank you for watching. If you are still watching and not subscribed, what are you doing? Just subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.